Welcome to the Dream, Dare, Do Leadership Unleashed podcast. I'm your host, Augustine Azevedo, and today I want to ask you a question. Have you ever had a dark cloud looming over your head and you felt like it was stopping you from achieving your goals in life? Today we're going to talk about how to lift that cloud and give you the clarity and confidence to keep moving forward despite of it. So on these podcasts, we dive into the world of leadership, personal growth, and overcoming challenges. Each podcast is designed to empower you with insights and strategies for a transformative journey. So one of the usual causes of this dark cloud that we usually get over our heads is doubt. And it's self-doubt, right? We're doubting ourselves about something. One of the things that we want to do is try to figure out, how do we lift that dark cloud that's looming over us? I've had it before, and I'm sure that if you're experiencing it right now, it's got to be frustrating. And I get it. Let me give you a story when I decided to be a public speaker. You see, my current position was a senior financial advisor. I was being recognized. I was comfortable in my familiarity of what I was doing. But I knew I had more to offer the world. I knew I had more to offer and to give back, right? I had over 30 years of experience in coaching, personal development, growth, mindset, all these different tools and techniques and skills that I've acquired over my 30 years of being in the workforce. And that's when this whole idea of popped into my head is maybe I should become a public speaker. But when that idea popped in my head, a ton of doubt felt like bricks on my shoulder, just holding me down. Was I good enough? Was I gonna present properly? Was I gonna stutter on everything that I talked about? Did I need a script? Did I need to follow it? All these different ideas just started popping in my head, and it stopped me from going the next step. That dark cloud was literally just holding me down like a ton of bricks. And then I had a turning point. I went to a seminar down in San Diego, a Brendon Burchard's seminar, and I saw this young guy on stage. He's about 10 years younger than me right now, and Anthony Trucks is his name. And I saw the way he captivated this audience and just a dynamic speaker and presenter. And I thought to myself, man, I know I've got those skill sets that I can bring to the world and really make a positive difference and impact and help people get out of their situations that they're currently in. And it's all within our mindset at the end of the day. So how did I overcome this doubt? Well, the first step is acknowledging your fears. There's nothing wrong to say that you were terrified. I was terrified out of my mind when I decided to be a public speaker. And now, Anthony Trucks is actually my speaking coach. We talk on a weekly basis, and he gives me steps to move forward and ideas. He's a great coach. So thank you, Anthony Trucks, for all your skill set and mindset and everything that you've brought into my life. I appreciate you. So another thing is, when you're facing this doubt, you've got to face it head on. You can't hide from it. You got to face it. You got to acknowledge it. And you got to keep reminding yourself of who you are and what skills you have to bring to the table when it comes to your whatever goal you're trying to achieve. So when I decided to be a public speaker, when I built out this presentation, I practiced it. I still had this doubt and cloud over my mind, but every time I practiced it, I got better and better and better. And I noticed that this doubt started to lift. The clouds just started to dissipate and go away. And all the clarity and confidence started to flow within me like pouring a glass of whatever your favorite drink is into me. And then my first time on stage, nervous as heck. You got the jitters, you're trying to get through it. But as I noticed when I started speaking and the crowd started engaging and the feedback I got and everything else, that cloud of doubt and the confidence started to come within me. So there was no more doubt, there was no more fear, and it just seemed natural to be there. So just remember that doubt is not a barrier or a stop, right? It's not something that is gonna stop you in the future. Doubt is a signal to let you know that you're stepping out of your comfort zone and chasing something worthwhile. Let me give you some steps that I took, and that if you have a pen and paper that you should write down if you've got this dark cloud over your head. Right? One of the very first step is to acknowledge and understand why you're doubting yourself, right? Is it a lack of a skill set? Is it because, the fear of the unknown? Why are you doubting yourself in the first place? And also the second step is challenging your thoughts. Do you think you can't do something? Well, you gotta shift that mindset into thinking that you can do something. Our thoughts, or you have control over your thoughts. And you can either choose to be optimistic or pessimistic. Sometimes you got to challenge those negative thoughts and shift them into the positivity. side of things for you. The third step is set realistic goals. Don't try to achieve everything right out of the gate. It takes practice. It takes time. Sometimes, like my daughter, she's playing softball and she wants to be the greatest softball player out there immediately. And I tell her, baby, it's going to take some time, practice, hitting, throwing, catching, all these skill sets that you need in order to play softball. But I get it. She's just like me. You want to just achieve it immediately at the flick of a button and the switch of a light switch. I get it, but set realistic goals, little steps at a time. Prepare yourself, educate yourself, get the skill sets that you need in order to achieve whatever it is that you're set out to do. Another step, visualize your success. I don't know if you guys do meditation or not. Maybe I'll do a podcast on meditation skill sets, and some of the great apps are out there already. There's a Calm that's provided. There's a Balance app as well. I'll actually put the links in the description here below that you can use to help you meditate and visualize your successes. Visualize you already achieving what it is that you have set out to do. So before I became a public speaker, I would visualize myself in front of thousands and thousands of people on stage giving a keynote presentation. I had to do that over and over and over again. I actually recorded myself giving the keynote live, and I kept listening to it right before I go to sleep and right when I wake up in the morning, and it helped build that confidence and help dissipate that self-doubt. Seek support. If you need some help, get a mentor, get a coach, somebody that's already done what you wanted to achieve, and pick their brain. Take them out to lunch if they're nearby, or have a Zoom coffee. Maybe do a DoorDash delivery for some coffee or whatever you need to do to get some guidance and some support from somebody that's already achieved what it is that you're trying to achieve. Eliminate some of those failures, eliminate some of those mistakes that that it might take in order to get to where you need to get to. You can eliminate those by getting a mentor, getting a coach, and helping to allow them to help you get through some of those hurdles that are usually there when you're trying to achieve something great. Whenever you're trying to achieve something great, chances are you're going to hit some blocks, you're going to hit some hurdles, you're going to hit some stumbles, you're going to hit a lot of things on the way to achieving greatness. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And reflect on past successes. If you've got something that you've done in the past, reflect on that. Bring it to the present in your thoughts and let it help you feel good about yourself. Get in that vibration of feeling great, feeling joy, feeling happiness, feeling successful, because that'll also help you eliminate some of that doubt and that dark cloud that's lifted on your head. And practice self-compassion. Don't be so hard on yourself. Not everybody achieves greatness overnight. It takes time. It takes time. It's like the snowball effect. You get a little piece of snow, you start rolling it down the hill, and it just takes time to build a big snowball. Same thing with goals and achievements in life. It's not an overnight success unless you win the lottery. No, I'm just kidding. So remember, every achievement in life starts with one thing: taking that first step. So what's one step that you can take today to help you get one step closer to your goal? I want you to do that. Make sure you make a commitment to yourself to take that first step of whatever it is. So if this episode resonated with you, if you've got some good thoughts about it, if I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please place them in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Subscribe, make sure you subscribe, but share your experiences with me. And please don't forget to follow me on all the socials. I believe I'll put them in the show notes as well. Join us tomorrow on the Dream, Dare, Do podcast. I'll have another great insight for you tomorrow. Until then, keep dreaming, keep daring, keep doing. I'm your host once again, Augustine Azevedo, and I will catch you on the next episode. Thank you so much for listening to Dream, Dare, Do, Leadership Unleashed. Take care.